How's it going, everybody? The PlayStation Summer Sale is running from now until July 29th, and there's a ton of absolute bangers on sale for up to 90% off. Every day I put together lists of the top games you can get at a deep discount, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's video. Alright, with that out of the way, that's enough yapping from me, so let's get straight into it. For $5, 75% off, The Legend of Tianding is a side-scrolling action game where you play as Liao Tianding, a vigilante outlaw in early 20th century Taipei, fighting colonial authorities while robbing the rich and aiding the poor. You'll execute fast-paced kung fu combos, use a grappling hook and waist sash to traverse dynamic environments, and face deadly bosses while exploring a beautifully recreated city in the style of traditional Chinese manga. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $5, 75% off, UnMetal is a clever stealth action adventure where Jesse Fox must escape a covert military base after being wrongly imprisoned, using brains, brawn, and improvised gadgets at every turn. You'll sneak, fight, and manipulate your way through heavily guarded areas, employing explosives, quirky weapons, and puzzle solving, while interacting with eccentric characters in a story packed with satirical gaming and pop culture references. It's an 82 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $5, 75% off, the Disney Afternoon Collection is a retro compilation featuring 6 classic Disney platformers starring characters like Scrooge McDuck, Darkwing Duck, Baloo, and Chip and Dale. Relive globe-trotting adventures in cooperative platforming while tackling boss rush and time attack modes, using the rewind feature for second chances, and exploring a museum packed with concept art and music. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 15 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $2, 75% off, Hotline Miami is a fast-paced top-down action game set in a violent, surreal version of late 1980s Miami drenched in neon, paranoia, and chaotic energy. You clear rooms using lethal gunplay, brutal melee combat, and environmental improvisation, while piecing together a fractured narrative delivered through cryptic phone messages, hidden clues, and unsettling imagery that gradually reveals the city's dark underbelly. It's an 86 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $4, 80% off, Vaporum Lockdown is a grid-based dungeon crawler in a steampunk world, following scientist Ellie Teller as she struggles to survive disaster unfolding in the Tower of Ark's Vaporum. Engage in first-person real-time combat with a unique stop-time mode, wield a broad arsenal of weapons and gadgets against nasty enemies with unique attack patterns, and piece together a mysterious storyline through voiced dialogue, phonodiaries, and notes. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $4, 90% off, Aeterna Collection of Darkness bundles 2 games starring the King of Darkness, Aeterna Noctis, a 2D Metroidvania with combat and platforming across 16 areas, and Summon Aeterna, a roguelite exploring uncharted worlds full of treasure and bosses. Reclaim the throne of Aeterna in Noctis' scaling difficulty, then descend into Summon's dangerous depths, upgrading weapons of increasing rarity across ever different runs. It's a 74 average on OpenCritic, average trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 160 hours to finish both games. For $2, 80% off, SteamWorld Dig is a platform mining adventure with strong Metroidvania influences, where you explore underground caverns and uncover hidden secrets while navigating a perilous world. Take the role of Rusty, a lone mining steambot, as he arrives at an old mining town in great need, digging through the earth to gain riches, avoid traps, solve puzzles, and uncover the ancient threat lurking below. It's an 82 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 10 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $1, 75% off, Oddworld Abe's Oddysee follows Abe, a floor waxer at Rupture Farms, who discovers a plot by his boss Moloch the Gluckin to turn Abe and fellow Mudokons into tasty treats, forcing him to escape the complex. Navigate ancient ruins, perilous machinery, and intricate puzzles, while avoiding enemies, freeing fellow Mudokons, outsmarting relentless Gluckins, and uncovering hidden secrets and alternate paths in a darkly humorous adventure. It's an 87 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $3, 50% off, Extreme Exorcism cast you as May Barons, an extreme exorcist armed with rocket launchers and boomerangs, called in when conventional methods fail to rid a house of its ghosts. Battle through 10 eerie rooms with their own hazards, face ghosts that mimic your every move from the round before as the chaos escalates, and take on 50 unique challenges solo or with up to 3 friends in local co-op or deathmatch modes. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 9 out of 10, and about 10 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $5, 75% off. Dead Rising 2 is a frantic action-adventure where you play as a motorcycle racer navigating the zombie-infested streets of Fortune City while racing against time to save his young daughter with the life-saving Zombrex. You'll scavenge weapons, craft improvised tools, and explore sprawling environments full of zombies, using vehicles and creative combat to survive chaotic encounters and complete challenging missions. It's an 80 on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 60 hours to platinum. For $3, 80% off. Hue is a vibrant, award-winning puzzle adventure where you alter the world by changing its background color, exploring a dangerous gray land to unearth colored fragments on a heartfelt journey to track down your long-missing mother. As obstacles match the background, they disappear, creating new and exciting puzzles full of peril, mystery, and colors unseen at every single turn of your adventure. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 10 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $5, 75% off. Dead Rising 2 Off the Record is a reimagined action-adventure zombie game that follows photojournalist Frank West as he returns to Fortune City to investigate the outbreak and document the chaos in his own daring style. Battle hordes of zombies, craft outrageous combo weapons, and explore all new areas while following unique missions, surviving deadly attractions, and uncovering the city's darkest hidden secrets. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $4, 80% off. Yoku's Island Express is an open-world adventure where you play as Yoku, a tiny postman navigating Mokomana Island using a unique and inventive blend of pinball mechanics, platforming, and exploration. You'll seamlessly traverse lush beaches, snowy mountains, and steamy hot springs, completing quests, helping quirky locals, and awakening ancient deities while uncovering the island's deep mysteries. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $5, 50% off. Rising Hell is a fast-paced vertical roguelite fusing intense action with heavy metal energy, climbing a shifting hellscape teeming with demons while chaining acrobatic combos, dashes, and jumps through brutal arenas. Unlock new characters and talents that drastically change your playstyle, battle colossal bosses like Dagon and Beelzebub, conquer randomized gauntlets, and test your endurance in challenge modes packed with leaderboards. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $5, 80% off. Epic Chef is a story-driven adventure blending farming, crafting, and cooking as you play Zest, building a farm and crafting machinery on a quest to become the most epic chef in Ambrosia. Master a cooking system that balances vigor, sophistication, and spirit, experiment with thousands of recipe combinations, battle rival chefs whose judges each have different tastes, and tend an eclectic mix of livestock from cows to unicorns. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $5, 75% off. God Eater Resurrection is a high-octane, action-packed RPG set in a stylish, anime-inspired post-apocalyptic world, where humanity battles monstrous origami to survive against overwhelming odds. Play as a new type God Eater wielding a versatile god arc that shifts between blade and gun, mastering charge, combo, step, and aerial attacks to hack, slash, and shoot through relentless enemy hordes with precision and flair. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 80 hours to platinum. For $1, 85% off. Dear Esther Landmark Edition is a first-person experience set on a remote, desolate island where a lost man unravels memories of a fatal crash through fragments of a mysterious letter. Abandoning traditional gameplay, it blends breathtaking environments with a haunting soundtrack, subtle environmental storytelling, and atmospheric sound design to tell a poignant story of love, loss, and redemption. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4, 80% off. Overcooked Gourmet Edition combines the chaotic, fast-paced fun of the hit co-op cooking game with a Lost Morsel content pack, challenging 1 to 4 players to prepare, cook, and serve dishes under extreme time pressure in hilariously absurd kitchens. The Lost Morsel expansion adds 6 new campaign levels, a new vehicle for map travel, and 6 unlockable chefs, extending the culinary chaos. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $1, 90% off. MouseCraft follows a crazy cat scientist trying to unlock a mysterious mouse-powered machine, tasking you with guiding mice on their relentless quest for cheese by stacking tetraminos along their path. Use jelly blocks to overcome obstacles, explosive blocks to clear paths, and electric bricks to destroy enemies across 80 levels in 5 locations, and build your own levels with the built-in editor. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $2, 75% off. Grow Home casts you as Bud, a robot on a mission to save his home planet by harvesting seeds from a giant plant, exploring floating islands full of strange plants and animals. Grow the giant plant to reach higher ground, using unique procedural climbing to move Bud's hands independently, ride and build pathways in the sky that can be climbed as bridges or safety nets, and hunt crystals that enhance Bud's abilities. It's a 76 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $2, 50% off. Shutshimi is a randomized shoot-'em-up about a muscle-bound fish with memory problems, where combat waves and upgrade cycles last just 10 seconds each, demanding fast reflexes and snap decisions. Battle through 6 bosses, choose from 5 upgradable weapons, collect over 30 upgrades and hats, some unlocking hidden gameplay-modifying attributes, all in frantic local co-op or solo chaos. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $5, 75% off. Fashion Police Squad is a humorous retro FPS where you fight fashion crime as Sergeant Dez, armed with weapons like the Belt of Justice and weaponized sock gnomes across the streets of Trendopolis. Each enemy requires the right fashion solution, so you'll need to switch weapons strategically, all while uncovering a fabulous story full of dazzling encounters, fierce runway shows, and the baddest bosses in the fashion industry. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $2, 50% off. Worms World Party is a chaotic turn-based artillery game where teams of worms face off in wacky, over-the-top battles across destructible landscapes. Play solo against AI or with up to 6 players locally, experiment with nearly 60 ridiculous weapons from bazookas to concrete donkeys, and enjoy endless variety with the Worm Pot, offering over 1,000 different game modes to keep the mayhem fresh. It's an 80 on game rankings, and there's unfortunately no trophy support for this yet. Hopefully we get it soon. For $4, 75% off. SpiderHeck is a fast-paced, chaotic couch co-op brawler where spiders wield laser swords, grenades, and rocket launchers in hilariously over-the-top battles. Challenge yourself in endless waves of single-player mayhem, team up with friends in local or online co-op PvE, or face off in competitive PvP matches, all while performing insane acrobatics and experimenting with a huge variety of weapons. It's an 85 on OpenCritic, and I'm not sure about trophy difficulty or time to platinum as it's such a small sample size. For $4, 85% off. Ghost of a Tale is a stealth-driven adventure where you play as Tilo, a courageous minstrel mouse trying to escape the dungeons of Dwindling Heights Keep and find his lost love, Mera. Set in a medieval world ruled by rats and filled with crumbling ruins, twisting corridors, and lush outdoor areas, the game blends exploration and immersive storytelling with a painterly art style and meticulous attention to atmosphere. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. Alright, that's it for today's list, everybody. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is, if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sale stuff that I put out, leave a like, and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.